Yes, I did. Okay, I'm a genius. We're doing it. There's Ping Ben. Who else wanted this? Oh, I should probably post it in here. At Pretenders. Wait, do I still have this copy pasted? No, I don't. Versus at Nexty. Yeah, so anyways, as I was telling Zephyr before this match started, we have... Fatal just vented in front of me. I want to talk about bruh. Fatal's pretty sus. I think we're good on audio. Yeah. Are you there, Zephyr? You
hanging
good?
out.
Okay,
Am I
you're
quiet?
just chilling. No, you just weren't talking, dude.
Oh yeah.
I was telling you we're sus. You know, not talking is sus.
Absolutely. I tried to like lie about my last position as imposter, and I got called out for it. Like,
yeah. Dude, you're actually good at that game. I can't remember. I have zero short-term memory. That might be because of a concussion like 5 days ago, but you know, whatever. Fuck it.
Shit. Should get that checked out.
No, I already have. It's fine.
All right. Ugh, dude, I've been sitting and I'm like hot, and like real toasty. So I'm gonna cast standing for the first game at least.
I would, but I need to go get a carpet. So I have a standing deck, so I totally could do it.
Ooh.
But I don't have like a carpet or anything to stand on, so my feet are like aching after like 15 minutes. So
What's your floor?
It's like fake wood, like vinyl.
Well, that's not that bad. Maybe just like put on some socks.
It's pretty bad, dude.
All right.
It's not fun to stand in. I need to get. You can either get like standing decks, zip slippers that work really well, or like just or a carpet or something, or a rug, or like a lion rug, lion skin or something.
Yes. All right. I'm gonna take a picture of the hero list because I'm always like, oh, if I only had a hero list in front of me, I would be able to tell you what heroes they could pick.
True.
So here we go.
True. There probably is some apps for that.
I mean, yeah, there's like apps
if
that
not,
tell you
we
what
can make
heroes.
an app. You want to make an app with me, Zephyr? I forgot to do this one thing.
Dude, I can't zoom out in Snipping Tool. What is this trash program? You want to remake Snipping Tool with me?
No.
Okay.
All right, let's see what Pretender. Let's see what Nexty goes for. I think Radiant still has an advantage, but I'm curious to see if they're gonna go second pick. Okay, we preferred when I was in RD2L, like this was like a month ago now. We preferred first pick, just because there was a lot of heroes you could flex in that patch. Where if you can get them off first pick, you know, you could pick your Piranhas, you could pick your not really Axe. We pick Clockwork a lot, where you can flex it 3 and 4. Vengeful is pretty good. We like to first pick Ogre a lot. Some of these heroes are still decent in the meta. I've seen Vengeful being played. You were casting me with the last game. We saw Vengeful being played. Did not work out very well.
I mean, it's like a Venge 3 versus an Earth, so like, what do you expect?
Yeah.
Not gonna get much out of that.
I just don't think Venge 3, if you're going to go core Venge, you have to go all in. Because the hero needs a lot of items, and you have to scale. It's almost like you got a snowball.
Yeah.
Like
it's also like it's really good if you have another ranged core with you. Like Venge plus Drow or like Venge plus Dusa.
If you want to go full cheese, Venge, Luna, Drow, but Venge is probably support in that lineup. Then maybe you could go like an offlaner.
Drow, safe Luna, off Venge.
Yeah, I think that's the case where you could, but you have 3 ranged cores then, which is also, it's like good, but you can exploit that. For the most part, they each don't want a front line, right? And you need to pick front line for your supports.
I mean, like, you can kind of build Luna to do that, but it's kind of trash.
Sure. Either way, none of these heroes have been picked in this game. Immediately starting with the Ribbon. Anyway, did I say what these teams are ranked yet? I was going to, and then I got completely distracted. I can't remember. Somewhere around here. Group A Eternal Kings, of course, on top. Pretenders sitting comfortable at 4th. They just dropped a Series 02, the last series they played. I believe this is their 2nd series of this week. And we also have Nexty, who has only dropped 1 series as well, 02, but they've only won 1 series. So basically, they're behind Pretenders by 1 game at this point. So Nexty with a good 2-0 here could turn into... I believe 4th place then, overtake Banana Hammock. Yeah, they would actually go to 3rd place if they did a 2-0 here. Pretenders with a 2-0 could take 2nd place. So either one, I don't think a tie really benefits you too much here. Pretenders move up 1 spot with a tie, and Nexty just sit where they are with a tie. These are BO2s, so if there is a 1-1 at the end of nights, we are just over.
Nice. We'd love to see it. Phoenix, this is a cool hero. I saw what's his face, like Yapzor and like GH do some stupid memes.
I don't know if first picking it's the play. Especially, I mean, yeah, you're just going to pick a Mirana. You're just going to pick Snapfire still in the pool. That's the other big one that I think is a big problem for Phoenix. I don't think you, like, they won the coin toss and went with first pick. Or, no. What am I saying?
10 seconds remaining.
Hold on, other way around. They won the coin toss and went with 2nd pick? Oh, God. I literally just saw it, dude. What happened? Ziffer, help me out. I'm losing my memory.
What?
Who picked what? Didn't they pick first pick?
Dude,
or did they pick 2nd pick? I think they picked.
Not paying attention.
Oh fuck.
Jakiro.
Oh no.
Phoenix.
Okay, well I forgot. I forgot. Anyway. Jakiro Phoenix is a classic though. It's probably going to be like, you could run Phoenix off lane, I think, but I like Jakiro playing as a 4 hero. Especially you pair it with something strong. I don't think you run those, the 2 dragons are not going to be in the same lane. And I guess
yeah.
Phoenix is a bird, actually.
I also don't know how I feel about having these 2 as your supports, too. I'm leaning towards saying this should be a Phoenix 3.
I think it's fine. The only issue I see with having the 2 as supports is your heavy magic damage on your supports, and you only have 1, like, not even guaranteed stun.
Exactly, yeah.
It's like 1 really good stun, but it's not guaranteed.
You also have like minimal utility. I usually like to have a balanced support duo of, like, you know, something like a Jakiro, like a lane helper kind of guy, and then like something with utility or a roamer kind of hero. And Phoenix and Jakiro don't, like, they do the same thing, right? You know, you have your fire spirits, you have your dual breath. Sure, Phoenix brings team fight, and so does Jakiro, but I don't know. Like, Phoenix has heal, which is kind of cool utility. Like, Sunray's, like, actually insane. But...
I need to figure out something really quick. Yeah, they picked the Snapfire. That's kind of what I saw.
They really don't want Phoenix eggs happening, which probably means this is going to be a Phoenix 4 rather than a 3. Which means that the offlane is going to have to do a lot this game. I think that you can kind of... I was going to suggest Mars.
Okay, that's Rice Boys between Double King and Hype. Okay. Treeheart is the one. Okay. Dude, what is with these people, like, throwing... Oh, no, wait. Now I'm really confused. Who is Treeheart? Who is who?
Treeheart is the is the guy on Radiant.
Okay.
I looked them up.
So I have a friend learning. Wait, no, this is Chinese, isn't it?
Top one's Chinese, bottom one's Japanese.
Are you sure? No, yeah, bottom one is Japanese because I recognize the one character.
Yeah, I think Japanese is like the letters are like slightly curved a little bit. That's usually how I remember it. Chinese, they're much more rigid.
They're much more rigid. Yeah, true.
And in Korean, they got a lot of circles.
Interesting. Good to know.
It's just like patterns I've picked up.
No, that's good. I always like, it's really, I guess it's not difficult to tell the difference between if you like grew up with the languages.
Oh, for sure.
There's a lot of similarities in Western languages too, if you just look at the letters. Anyway,
5 seconds remaining.
Blitz just coaching you again this season. The bans we're looking at here, obviously the Snapfire coming out, that's kind of what I expected. So Jakiro has a really rough job now. You have to stun 2 people when the egg comes out. If the egg is placed poorly, hopefully the egg is in a spot where it's not just, oh, I'm just gonna leap once and hit this, or
Are there any offlaner combos here that you think could work with the Phoenix? My first
with the Phoenix, honestly, I'm more keen to running Jakiro in the offlane and Phoenix safe.
Well, I was more thinking like, how do you protect the egg this game? Because you have a Mirana and a Snap. Do you even like try to protect
I don't think you do, because usually you'd go like, oh, we're gonna pick a Tide, or we're gonna pick a Elder Titan or something. Is usually what I would throw.
Yeah.
With it 3 seasons ago in RD2L, we picked Phoenix, Elder Titan a ton, and it doesn't seem intuitive because we're like, oh, well, Stomp's gonna get canceled with the burn, and it's like, well, it slows you down a ton, and then if you can also hit with the ult, like, you have a lot of good setup for a Phoenix egg. I really like picking ET with Phoenix.
This is a good hero. You have Chains combo is good with Arrow. If they've practiced it, it's gonna be pretty reliable. It's a slippery hero, and Pretenders has shown 2 heroes that need reliable disable, so this is looking like a pretty good Ember game.
5 seconds
I don't know if people still run Ember 3, but it's a possible flex pick in that case.
We've seen a lot of Ember 3s. There was a game we casted, me and you casted a while ago, where Ember 3, that's where you learned it, didn't you? Who the hell was that?
He's just sick. He went like Meteor Hammer.
I don't know if that's the build now. Like that. This was like 6 months ago at this point.
Oh yeah.
But I can't remember who it was because it was like a really big offlane Ember player. Not in this game, I don't think.
I'm pretty sure his name is Satan.
But you can put it there.
Yeah.
Like if they really want to, that's why the pick's really good. Picking it 3rd. Yep. And then Axe, of course, yeah. They're going to pick more control for the Phoenix.
They also need
it's fine. I don't know. Axe, I feel like if you're picking Axe Phoenix, you're kind of forced as Axe to buy a Blink Dagger early on, instead of like, sometimes you can delay it. You can go like a Vanguard. I mean, hell, I've seen people like pick up drums or something on Axe first as well.
Yeah, I was going to say you probably want... I think, you know, drums offlaners are kind of favored right now because just drums is really popular. But I mean, maybe you could just pick it. I was thinking they'd actually pick the Tide. I think Tide is pretty all right. You can purge off the Arrow, your Kraken Shell stuff. He doesn't really die to Ember.
Dude,
either.
you see Tide mid that one game, and you're like, damn, this hero can't die.
Well, no, not. It's not why, but.
He does purge a lot of things though in this game.
Yeah.
Like,
and
you're not wrong.
There's nothing in these like the three heroes here. There's no reliable way of stopping a Tide from doing something. There's no like disruptor. There's no doom. None of that stuff.
I'm really curious to see what Pretenders is going to ban here, because I think Nexty is in a good spot. I'm trying to think, they're going to throw Gyrocopter safe lane, but where is this Ember going? Like, are they going to do the Cheese Ember off lane? It's not really Cheese. It's actually, I think it can be kind of strong. They could throw it mid too. Either one is, you know, probably Pretenders thinks they're going to throw it mid.
I was actually thinking about the Sven. I wasn't super sure. But I was thinking you need like a BKB carry to fight this Gyro and Ember.
Yeah.
And Sven does a pretty good job of that.
Gyro's not a very high armor carry either, even being an agi carry. It's like Gyro and AM are like really the ones that are kind of weak to physical damage. The agi carries anyways.
They're also kind of squishier.
Gyro like barely has any strength gain, I feel like.
He has a strength talent of 10. I don't know if people really take that.
Well, isn't it either the strength or what is the other one? Is it rocket flare or rocket?
I have no idea.
Rocket barrage damage? I don't think you get a rocket barrage. I don't think you get that at level 10. That would seem kind of ridiculous. Health,
16 damage. So it's actually, I feel like those are pretty balanced talents.
60 or 16?
16.
Okay.
16 is like it's like a borderline useful amount on carry. Any lower than that, it's like...
It's good for if you're behind a bit in a game and you need to farm, or if you just want to accelerate. I think you probably always go the damage just because it's going to scale well with Flak Cannon. Yeah, so Nexty, Pretender's sort of banning... They're actually banning offlaners. Okay. So they think Ember is going to go mid. Okay, that's kind of what I assume they do. Maybe they're not afraid if Ember's going to go offlane. They're just going to be like, you know what, you can have your Ember offlane. Like, we're just going to get rid of good offlaners that we're afraid of. Get rid of the Doom, because that... Doom's really good into Sven. Can just delete the hero. You got to be able to... Especially now that Egg Sven is so popular, you want to be able to pop that off cooldown. Just to keep yourself moving in these fights. You're probably going to get locked down by Ember Spirit. Gyro's got the slow. Snapfire's got a slow. You got to be a little bit careful from Mirana arrows too. Somebody's got to build a drums this game on Pretenders though.
I actually don't know if Viper is the last hero you want to ban here. Let me look at my hero list that I prepared.
Void Spirit? Potentially?
Void Spirit's okay. I think that he can get caught out by like Ember and stuff because he has no way
it's yeah, you're right. No way of getting rid of it. Like their Ember chains into arrow is like their main kill potential right now, especially for rotations from Mirana in the early game. Like you probably want a mid hero that can break that combo, which is OD potentially.
OD's kind of iffy.
That's the I was like, I don't know if you want to.
Yeah, you also give it Mirana arrow set up there, which is kind of rough.
Yeah.
You could do
maybe Invoker.
You could pick a like a Quap. These kind of slipperier heroes.
I think Invoker could be successful in lane, just into the Ember Spirit.
I think DP also works. DP enables sort of like a 5-man ball thing. I was gonna say Legion Commander because
this is a Legion mid.
This is
I can dig it. Like
it's weird though. You wouldn't expect to see a Legion mid, but like it's actually good this game. You know, you can purge arrow, you can purge chains off of yourself. It's a melee hero that can fight an Ember mid if Ember does go mid. The hero can also play into Gyro mid. I think Gyro is pretty low damage and low range.
I think Ember mid you probably max overwhelming odds just to get rid of the shield quicker, and it actually scales really well with creeps too. And I think you just push the lane out because Ember's just going to use Flame Shield to push the lane back into you. So it works well into Ember.
Possibly. Ember can also go max slight.
Yeah. Do you really want to go max slight? Well, Legion's good because she can purge off the chains. Yes. That's probably why you were thinking Legion. Tide Hunter. Dude, are we seeing Tide Hunter mid again, or is this an off lane?
I don't know.
This is an off lane.
I think that
Noah's their mid laner, so I believe Fatalness is their off laner.
Yeah, I mean, it's like whatever. I think Tide mid can play into LC mid pretty well, because the lane is short, and like, you're not going to be able to avoid getting Anchor Smash.
I don't know, yeah. Legion trades really well though. Like you don't really care about losing damage as long as you're still life stealing with the whatever the heck. I forget the name of that ability honestly.
Moment of Courage?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like this LC set. I haven't seen this. New?
Rice Boy LC though. Not something I can say I've seen before.
Let's see it. 7k versus 7k mid?
Yeah.
Okay. See it.
Should be a good matchup.
This Ember's got the rapiers. Oh, this is gonna be a high skill matchup. Let's see it.
Ember does have the rapiers. Gyro's got some. Dude, I'm sending anyone listening to this. Somebody. I'm not even looking at the game right now. I don't care. Somebody send me this Clockwork Immortal. I swear to God, if I don't get this Clockwork Immortal right now, I swear to God. See, I got fucking tree. Like, I don't even care. Somebody send me this Clockwork Immortal. I swear to God, I will pay you. I will pay you just to get this Clockwork Immortal. Like, I don't even care what it does. I haven't even seen what it does. Like,
she might have a treasure. I can open it.
True. Dude, sure. The thing is, it's so expensive to upgrade your battle pass. Like,
oh yeah.
I totally just missed one of them.
I'm not about to give Valve money
out there. Yeah, exactly. Evil overlords.
Do I have one? Oh, I have one. Okay.
Do you have the Clockwork Immortal?
I might. Let's see. Oh, I got it.
What? You're kidding me.
I got it.
You're kidding me. Okay, yeah, I will give you my tree, and I will give you my Immortal too, because I don't want my Immortal too.
Oh, you got like the tree one? I don't really care.
We'll trade afterwards.
Wait, do you have an unopened one?
No, I literally just opened my Immortal 3. If that's what you mean. Do you think, like, do I have an open chest? What?
I want, like, unopened, Immortal treasures so I can resell.
Ah, shit. Okay. Well, you just sent it to me.
Oh, wait, actually, no.
Hold on, I only need 5 levels to get an Immortal 1, so I can just give you an Immortal 1.
Literally, do not worry about it. I don't care.
Yes. Alright, everybody ignore the last 5 minutes.
I'm just happy.
It doesn't matter anymore.
All is well.
It doesn't matter
So
anymore.
let's check out some of these builds or whatever.
Hell yeah.
Nothing too crazy. Jakiro's starting with a Sentry.
Hell yeah.
Alright, cool. Looks like it is actually a tied mid. Ember offlane. So Ember's been playing into Sven plus. Oh, right.
It's Tidehunter safe.
The Ember with the
no, it's Tidehunter mid, dude.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, tied mid and then.
And offlane Ember.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
They have the arrow chains combo, so it's
in the
bad,
same
actually.
lane. I thought they would throw Ember mid for that, just because usually you want a couple levels into Ember first. But I feel like since they picked a Legion, they're just like, well, we're not going to benefit from it. Let's just throw Tidehunter mid. I don't think you can purge off the Anchor Smash. No, you can. Okay.
I mean, you're not gonna want it.
You're not really going to. Yeah.
You're gonna save it for Gush or something. If he goes for that, which I don't think he is.
I think
wins this mid,
I really think going Gush early is kind of underrated on Tidehunter. Really? I think more Tidehunter players need to do it because there's so many kills that I've just seen. Oh, you could have gotten that if you leveled Gush once, like, or you could have gotten that if you leveled Gush once, like.
Maybe, yeah. It's also, yeah. I mean, it's part of it's like under the word. It's unexpected. So there's some value in that.
Birdman, no, Birdman. All right, I need to gift it back to Birdman now.
Give someone a treasure.
This is why I never beg for things ever, because then it ends up in bad way. I will gift all these things back, I promise, or I will give things back somehow.
30 seconds to battle.
But I'm sure Birdman's gonna see that you literally sent me one. Clockwork's the only fun hero in Dota, let's be honest.
Weaver's the only fun hero in Dota, actually.
You're lame as hell. 2 buttons, dude.
Listen. Sorry.
I'll send it back to you, Birdman, don't worry about it. Or if I can, gift it back to you. Otherwise, I'll gift you something else. We do get an arrow set up top on a Guam. I don't think he's going to die for this, though, because they can't chase too far. Fairy Fire is coming up very soon, and Double King's actually rotated over it with the stun. They pick different targets, though. We actually get first blood in the bottom lane. I'm not even paying attention. Hype and KTA both getting... And I'm... Okay.
Guam's feeding.
Come on, game.
I
looked bottom, and then Guam dies top. It looks like we just lost him to Noah.
Now, I'm not streaming, but I did catch it.
Yes. Well, it's one of us. 50%. We can still technically 25%.
Oh, he got it. All right, this Gyro is going to get battle hungered, and he's going to be miserable because his hero has no damage.
Yeah. Is that... Did he just arrow the range creep, too? Are they just trying to push this in really early? They might try and go as well. Double King actually throwing out a stun. They're trying to bring down Noah. Noah has a Fairy Fire up if he wants to stay alive. Guam has another Dual Breath. Might use it just to get a little bit of harass. Double King's dropping low too, but I don't think he's going to chase too far. There is an arrow up on Tree Hard if they want to chase further. But just some exchanging. Like, Jakiro's such a deceptively tanky hero. Still only level 1, that's why he died, but the strength gain is really good.
When I think of tanky support heroes, I think of him and Warlock.
It's like Ogre, potentially, too. There's an arrow just missing Tree Hard, a little bit off on that one. Stun back into Tree Hard. A couple of right clicks from Double King. Not enough. We'll pop this salve, and I think Tree Hard has one too. No, it's actually Guam's.
This is a very violent offlane. But I think this is how you have to play it. I think Sven passively wins this lane. If you
there's not... I should look at mid just because we said this might be an interesting matchup too. If we look at this CS, still pretty even. Basically tied up, but I think Fatalist... Oh my gosh, Guam. How does he... So they picked him Jakiro. Because the last game we casted him playing Jakiro, we hit all of those sick 2-man ice paths and 3-man ice paths, and now he's died twice into this one. I don't know.
Bot lane might get a little dicey, actually. This gyro's kind of low. It's about to go under tower.
He's got to be a little bit careful. There's the dive away on Baker, but yeah, he was just anticipating the dive there, I think. Does not... No, he actually did get the salve canceled on Baker. That was a really nice fire spirit coming out from KTA.
Oh, no, Ned.
And
oh, Ned missing both range creep last hits. That's rough, dude. That's new tower for you.
I feel like people have had enough time to get used to it by now.
I mean, I'm just trying to...
Or at least should have. Top lane again. There's a little bit of engagement going on this time. Again, arrow tree hard. Did not dodge the stun. The visual for it disappears when you leap, but it still connects. That is very strange.
Well, pretty value leap there, actually.
Yeah. Still gonna stay alive. This is a high action packed top lane though.
Really?
We have seen some of their combos miss with the chains. Yep. But obviously, you put like one more level into chains and you guarantee it. It's kind of hard to hit with the 1.5 second.
Shakiro is manhandling Noah, though.
If he is able to connect on this one, no, Double King doing a nice job there. There's a stun back in with the tower shot as well. Noah's just going to drop here. Might get the trade for Double King. Treehard with a couple more right clicks. Isn't enough, though. No. Got underneath the tower, gets the regen, gets the armor. Now Treehard looking kind of unhealthy. The slow coming out from Guam. Double King's just going to sit back and go for the CS. Treehard backing up near to where the side shop used to be. I don't think Guam can chase this one any further. He does have some more mana, but Treehard is able to just walk it off and get away. Bottom lane, we might get another engagement as well. They get the slow one hype. The block as well. What a play from Baker. Ned gets the kill onto hype, and KTA just flies away. Nothing doing. There's a dead courier just floating here, too. Somebody's courier died.
Axe's courier died.
Gotcha.
This courier is actually just in the sky. I love this.
Yes. Does he already have a flying courier? Is that level 4? Yeah.
Arrow top on Shakiro.
Top lane, Guam. Can't really find a spot, but the stun coming in for Double King. Up to 4 wand charges, so he's able to keep that up. This is a bottle on offlane Ember, by the way. We're not going to see the Meteor Ember build that we're used to.
Really good on Ember because he can go back to base anytime he wants.
Yeah.
Also, runes are spawning soon, so he will get even more regen.
And oh shoot. Yeah, he's definitely able to stay in lane pretty easily.
Yeah, which is just great. I think he he didn't even try to pick up a Wraith Band or anything, which is great. Big Noah's playing this lane pretty well here. I'm not like some off-lane Ember expert here or anything. But...
I don't think anybody is except for Satan. I think it was Satan. I don't remember if that was CDL or RD2L. It might have been Legal Ads. Actually, but I haven't seen it in a while, and I'm excited we get to see it now. Hype is dead bottom for sure. Baker actually doing a nice job there, just taking his time, giving the last hit to Ned.
Good. I think
top lane 2, we might just lose Double King. Nope. Still leap forward from Treehard, but again, you're just so tanky on Sven. I really like the 1 level into Warcry just to get that bonus armor, and again, once you get underneath the tier 1, it all adds up.
It does. So they're trying to push this lane a little bit here.
Misses
oh my god, he gets chained on both the creeps. That's rough.
Yeah.
As a one. Well, I don't know the odds actually. It's a 1 in 4 chance there. Nice pull. Also, Glyph got a little extra tower hits done.
Kind of slowing down just a bit. We've only really seen action in the top lane, other than like 1 kill bottom, I believe.
He just died twice.
Yeah, or 2 kills bottom because Hype died. Yeah. First blood, of course, going to the Phoenix, but Hype having a little bit of trouble in this lane. He actually just battle hungered a range creep there to try and get the CS. He might just drop here again too if they want to continue to chase. Ned is going really far for this. Cookie forward gets the double stun from the rocket as well. KTA has a dive if he wants to use it, but they both could just lose their lives right now. Waited a while to do that. They bait Ned underneath the tier 1, but he's still only taking 2 shots. He's got a decent amount of armor to start. 12 benefiting really 2 Wraith Bands plus 3 armor this early.
Gyro chopped her with a 3.6 agi gain, actually. Didn't know that. It's pretty high, actually.
It's gonna be a little bit careful, guys. Obviously, counter Helix is pure damage. Doesn't really care about that armor value, but early on in the game, there's not a lot of ways for Axe to dish out that damage. So.
No, and I do have to say Ned's been really good about just staying out of the call
Double
rate.
King just ran back to base as well, top lane. So like.
He jungled his way back.
Okay, that's the way to do it. These lanes not looking great for pretenders though. Like just 2 signal signs right there that they're kind of struggling in the lanes.
I mean, when an offlane Ember is, I mean, actually, Sven is double his CS. I don't know.
Oh, true. Why does he have to leave? I guess it's just because they harass him out of lane enough. He does have double the CS of Noah.
I think most of the jungle creeps, or a lot of those are jungle creeps.
It's probably just the buying of the bottle too. Keeps the Ember in lane while Double King has to go back. He probably could have just ferried out regen and stayed, but he's like, if I can just farm at the same time, like I'm Sven, like I have already 3 levels into cleave, like might as well.
I actually think that he should have gone for the Morbid Mask instead of Treads first.
Bottom lane, they're going once again. The rocket coming very soon. There's also an ult up on Ned. This is almost a guaranteed kill. I believe he's actually going to use the ult. 1 hit is not enough. He just walks away. Thought it was guaranteed. Hype lives.
Rotating.
Just barely. And now, yeah, rotation bottom from RiceBoy.
What's going on?
Oh, that is all the way underneath the tier 2. No help for that. Fatalness was just farming mid tier 1 as well. They did force a rotation, so that kill can happen, though, which is pretty big. Hype's playing a very dangerous game right now. I guess he knows RiceBoy is over here. Ned going for the TP top because he sees there's a free wave up here.
This is just musical lanes, actually.
Yeah, right. And they're going to focus down mid because the Legion TP'd, but we might get our first fight here because there's actually a rotation from Guam. He's got 1 level in the stun. I do not like that he put 1 level into Liquid Fire. That is disgusting, Guam. Absolutely disgusting. He gets this stuff. That was a little bit of a weird initiation. RiceBoy just running in, maybe looking for the duel. Jumping forward is Noah, trying to find a target for the chains, but he's getting stunned up by Guam. There's the duel. What a play from Guam, once again setting up the duel for RiceBoy. Is Shakiro really his signature hero?
Yeah, Ember was actually low on mana. He couldn't get another remnant off there, so that was pretty clutch. Sven even showing up to the fight.
Try harder.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised. You do gotta look at Ned though. Ned's been free farming while the fight happens mid. Obviously, like, this is probably gonna happen anyway. You'll still take the kill. And it's only an offlaner is another plus side for Nexty.
Yeah. So I think RiceBoy is looking to get a Blink Dagger first, while Axe is getting a Veil. So
they should go for a fight with this DD, I think. But yeah, he doesn't have that Blink Dagger yet, so I don't know how he can make this duel happen. Just gonna take a... Oh my gosh, I am missing every single kill on Hype, but Hype's probably happy about that. Treehard cannot run up to the high ground here. I think RiceBoy might spot this. He's still got a bit left on the DD, about 20 seconds, and Treehard's pretty squid. Yeah, he actually scans it out because he saw him walk up there.
Ned is just dodging danger at every turn. This is great. And he's pushing towers. This is huge.
Ned's actually having a really great game right now. Like, he's making a lot of space as a core. This is really how you want to farm. They are going to look for Fatalness. He actually just tries to turn it. They get the double ult combo, triple ult combo. Coming in with the Snapfire. They bring down the core. In the Sven, they actually get Arrow and Hype because he tried to go back for the deny. What a fight for Nexty. They're hitting on everything. Might get the duel, and yes, they do. RiceBoy getting at least something out of this, plus the kill. They can turn and hit the egg. They do lose the life of Hype and KTA. What a fight from Nexty. Looked damn near perfect there. Ned actually rotating for this. The calls. Excellent. Fatalness right on top. Like,
they're just,
the positioning is just insane.
Yeah, Ned is just, like, in the right place, I think. Like, as a gyro, you can fight early, which is just fantastic. And he definitely made use of that. You know, the Tide was playing up around the tier 1. And Gyro was just behind him, and I don't know, Dire just really did not run at the Gyro like they should have, I think.
Well, even then, I don't think you can, because you still have to run past that Tide, right? He's just gonna pop Ravage like he did. They had Baker, who I don't even know. He's on the high ground here. He was just expecting a fight to happen. He knows the range he's got on his spells, and then he runs in to hit the egg afterward.
Yeah, you just got like a rogue Snapfire like shooting at you from a mile away.
Yeah, those 3 ults, and they're not on a long cooldown either. Ravage, obviously the longest cooldown there, but like they can fight again in a minute.
Well, actually, Gyro ult cooldown was increased from 60 to 90.
When? Recently?
I don't know. It's been a couple months.
Okay. Well, it's still 90 seconds isn't too bad. Obviously, Ravage is still their big limiter, 150.
So both teams are kind of doing the same maneuver where
I don't know if this kind of rotation is worth it for a Tide, and they might be thinking the same thing too. Like,
I think they were hoping to find one of the other 2 cores here, but the positioning right now from Radiant.
Yeah, this is a way better rotation if they can find Double King here.
And Dire actually did use a smoke there. Rice Boy and the supports were walking around together naturally. You know, you want to play with your Legion. This is the hero that's gonna
I think you wait till he gets blinked though. Like,
I think so too. I think it's so hard to find kills just because of how Radiant's positioning right now. Like, there is at least one support with Noah at all times because they know he's the hero that can be active at any time. Gyro is like, you know, he's got to be in the right place. Tide, he has to have Ravage. Tide has Ravage now though, so
Tide has Ravage plus Vlad's. Like, it is really hard to kill this man.
This Vlad's also huge for the Gyro too. This is just like an early boost to his fighting capability, which is huge.
Noah going for the TP, but again, no blink on Rice Boy. They can't actually initiate onto that.
Yeah, so they're just gonna play around Tide
big
right
rotation
now.
top.
Vlad's. The Gyro is strong right now. He has drums. This is a really great timing. Ember also has one.
Oh, jumping forward. They want to try and find Hype. He doesn't get the chains combo though. Just missed it there.
It's the chains timing's different when you don't have vision of the target. So he probably just forgot about that. You have to wait like half a second or like a third of a second.
Yeah, it's actually pretty easy to get off on one target when you have vision.
Yeah.
Because you basically just hit him at the same time, but.
Looks like a Moonlight Shadow here.
Rotation mid. KTA does have a dive, but do they use Ravage for this? I'm not sure. Can Fatalist actually pick up this kill? Top lane too, they might make a play onto Hype. They get the stun out coming from the Rocket. The Cookie connecting first, going for the call. In comes the ult from Snapfire, and yeah, you really cannot run out of that, especially after the slow from Scatterblast. Gyro ult on top of it. Baker doesn't give the kill to Ned this time, but you're still happy. Blink in, immediate duel onto Ned, but do they have the damage? In comes the Macro Pyre from Guam. I think they still get the kill. They don't get the duel though.
I don't know
Guam
if they
running up high ground into the arrow on the backside. They're gonna lose 2 here. KTA has to just pop the egg, but they can turn and hit it. Complete disaster of a fight so far, but in comes Double King really late, and they make it a trade 2 for 2. Double King just trying to get some hits out with the mom. Little boy Noah has chains up in a bit to keep him locked down. Double King can't really find a target anymore. Rice Boy has a blink up in 7, duel in 20. If they can keep Little Boy locked down, no remnants up into the call by Hype. 3 down. Trading for 2, and that might have been actually a buyback. No, that's just a respawn from Hype after they killed him earlier.
Yeah. Pretty good response there. Dire showing signs of life right now. This Sven is quite strong, even though, you know, he was anchor smashed for most of that fight, so he wasn't really hitting Tide as hard as he could have. But he sort of did his job there, and he attracted attention and took damage, which right now he's very good at. The Gyro is elsewhere, so pretty good positioning there. I think Rice Boy also not dying during that fight was really crucial. I think Jakiro, Guam died. He was the first one going uphill.
Well, technically Hype died, but that was before, and then they rotate a couple and take the fight with KTA and Guam dying. So still dual bottom. They found him again. Ned's just, he has been playing in these really aggressive positions. And well, he stays a bit too long. As soon as this blink on Legion comes up, they can go for smokes. They really don't have great vision aggressively here. It's kind of defensive, and smokes are going to trump that every single time.
Rice Boy is this is sort of what Dire's been waiting for. It's this Legion is just gonna play with the supports now, and you know, you saw the combo, right? Duel into Macropyre, into Laser, into his path.
Well, Macropyre is really a delayed kind of damage, so it's not the greatest duel combo. But
it's all right.
You see they're still getting it like right at the end.
Yeah.
It's close.
If they don't, it's not like the best kill for getting you dual damaged, but you're still gonna get the kill.
Yeah, kill no matter what. Especially before Gyro gets a BKB. There is the slow Marnal being popped. Do they have dust? I don't think they have dust on anybody here. They just got the sentries. Noah actually running up. He gets called immediately into the arrow. They do not have a Ravage up for 10 seconds, but they might just lose Noah to the duel. It's a 1-for-1, but the trade going for Pretenders. They do run forward. Riceboy taking a lot of damage into the rocket. Gets stunned up. He's still alive, but he is definitely going to die after that right-click. Ravage over onto Double King. They're going to try and focus everyone on Double King. It's him versus 4. Hype coming in with the biggest call of his life. Brings down the Mirana as well. Double King still alive. What a double stun from Guap. I can't believe he hit 2 again, but they still gonna lose Double King. Hype dropping as well. They tried their best, but it's still not enough. My goodness.
Tide is actually such a huge pick this game. You have 3 melee cores that you're playing into. It's actually like the sickest last pick now that I think about it. I didn't catch it during draft, but like, I don't know.
Dude, if they have an egg during that, they might win that fight. Which just blows my mind because that was like hitting every single ability damn near perfect, but Tide just not care.
I mean, sort of perfect. Oh, dual mid.
Is this enough damage? It looks like it is. Yeah,
nice. Last minute moment of courage, proc.
Yeah. I think he had that no matter what, because overwhelming odds would have guaranteed it. The kill anyway. The damage, yeah.
He wants the duel. 80 damage at 18 minutes is really good, actually, now that I think about it. So he's having a good time, and this just ensures that next time he goes for the Mirana kill, it's like pretty much guaranteed. See, he got him from full that time. So, looking pretty good. He also has Blade Mail. Oh, this is so good.
Wait, on who? Oh, Legion.
Blade Mail. Blink Blade Mail, this is like...
Yeah. He's hitting like 19 minutes into the game. This is really good timing for them, especially near the bounty runes too. They might be making postures. Ned, I can't believe this is going to happen to you 3 times in like the span of 5 minutes, my dude. Does get the duel off as well, but do they have the damage? Yet again, there is an arrow flying forward. The egg popped even. They will not get the duel damage. Almost lost it even. They lose 2 as both of them just blink into a Snapfire ult.
Boy.
KT8 messes up the dive, but he still gets the laser away. It might still get him killed though. Stun coming through. Guam doing a nice job there. Does connect onto 2 eventually. Arrow coming forward, misses, but KTA, again, when you don't have a dive, you cannot survive. Dropping on the high ground there.
Rice Boy. Did not press his Blade Mail.
Wait, is that? I thought he did.
He did not press his Blade Mail. I was watching the cooldown.
Oh,
it's rough.
That is actually a disaster. They probably get that win. I don't even... Rice Boy, because the duel happens quicker than... You can maybe get out of the Snapfire a lot sooner and potentially survive. I don't know about Hype, because Hype's still a little squishy on the axe.
If he turns Blade Mail on, Gyro dies faster and he gets out of the duel. Either way.
There is a lot of high ground movement here. Guam gonna get another stun. Double King on the backside too, maybe looking for one. There's 3 spirits up on Noah. Ravage coming out very early. They're gonna find 2. Can they keep Double King alive? No, they cannot. Duel on the backside, this time on the Ned. Yet again, they're all stuck inside this Macropyre trying to keep Ned alive, which they do. Guam gonna fall next, and well, the fight is just over from there. A triple kill for Ned. Great read from Fatalness. Like, I didn't think they could take that fight. He pops the Ravage really early, but they just follow it up with the rest of their abilities. Get some nice chains, get some arrows going.
Yep. They blew up Sven before you could BKB.
Yeah, it was very weird positioning from Pretenders too. It's like such a... When you're fighting into a gyro, you got to be really careful where you take fights. Otherwise, that ult is going to do so much damage.
Yeah.
And it's not even just the initial damage from him. It's really that slow too.
This Mirage Treehard's also just doing a lot of work with the Starstorm, actually. Like, he contributed to that Sven death. Sven just got bursted. I was not expecting him to die like that, just because he's been such a tanky presence in the past couple of fights. But they have the damage for him.
Well, Nexty looking really strong here.
Barely living thanks to the Vlads and the mech.
Yeah, it was mech on. Oh, just barely misses on the Rice Boy there. It was mech on the. Actually, Baker somehow has a mech right now. This is not bad farm for a support. I should swap over North.
He's he kept his gyro alive with that mech actually. That mech had a huge impact. Okay, they might try to. I mean, there's no Ravage actually. This is the time when you want to fight if you're dire, and your LC has a invis room. Unexpected. However, Hype is not there. He does have TP, which is nice, but I don't know. I think you could maybe go for picks here. Oh, that's at Moonlight now.
It looks like we might get a fight started. Noah actually running forward head first into this one. He's gonna try and find KTA. The stun missing from Guam. Into the arrow goes into Rice Boy. Actually, Hype with a nice call to cancel out some of that. But who's actually doing the more damage here? KTA dropping. It's 1-for-1 with the supports. Both falling. Noah might be the next target. There's a nice change onto two. Rice Boy can purge that one off. I think Fatalness easily runs away. You do not want to initiate again onto a Tide. Yeah, and a 1-for-1. The gold going a little bit towards Pretenders just because of that comeback. They're down by 7k right now.
I want to look at levels too, actually. Looks fairly even. Sven is actually a decent bit ahead.
They're just running into Roche right now. They don't even care if they see.
They have a Vlad, so...
I think this is a great distraction. Oh, the call just misses. Noah actually getting aggressive right there. Hype did not expect it. Not going to walk into this stun either. Guam almost certainly dead. Hype might just be next.
Rice Boy is...
trying to run up to the high ground. There's the slow. Don't need a target. That's a dead Hype right there.
I think this is a Roche.
It's probably just Roche gone. Your way to get into the Roche pit was the axe. Maybe you can do it with Phoenix. Actually, Phoenix might be the best candidate right now if they know what's going on, but I don't think they have vision on this. They probably scan it though. I feel like if they know they're not pushing mid and they're not pushing top, they gotta be in Roche.
Pretty much. I mean, it's a free Roche. You have Jakiro's a pretty big part of your Roche presence through Dire, so I don't know how you can test. LC's clearly showing bot. They have no real interest in fighting us.
Yeah. They probably knew that it's a little risky. The only thing I would have liked to see, because I'm always up for the ballsy moves, is KTA just diving in at the last second trying to steal it.
Why not? Might as well.
I mean, you're only level, what is this, level 10 on the Phoenix. You're going to respawn in like 40 seconds. You'll still be up for the next fight. You probably have to give up this top tier 2 anyway. You just wait until they take high ground at this point.
But at the same time, Euro level 10 Phoenix. This is a pretty bad feeling. The lowest hero on the enemy team is a level 13.
Especially, yeah, for a hero that needs levels.
Absolutely needs levels.
Still level 1 on the dive.
So, I mean, it was a bigger difference in patches prior.
She went for the 200 health, by the way, on Gyro. We talked about that a bit in the early game, and he went for the 200 health on the Gyro. Jump forward from Noah, does not get the chains, but he can purge this off immediately after. Rice Boy actually saving it. He doesn't have the heal quite yet, but the call from Hype on the 2. Can they get the Ravage off? Yes, they do. And it might just be the end of the fight afterwards, because as soon as they get that Ravage off, everybody's just dying. Double King trying to turn it into something, but he can't get vision. They're going to go for the egg as well. Everybody's just dying around Double King. KTA gets the egg off somehow. It would have been a team fight if not for that.
Crazy. Sven is doing so much work there, and he just got griefed by the invis. That's such a bad
they don't have anything for it, and like he's probably not going to buy the dust. You probably maybe get rid of the point booster, but yeah, you don't want to be carrying it.
No, I mean maybe once you get your axe, you'll have a slot for
In fact, they don't have dust. They only have dust on KTA, who was inside the egg, unfortunately.
Yeah, they need dust on more heroes actually. I think should be carrying it. LC could be carrying
great initiation from Pretenders, but like you're not gonna kill a Tide in an X call. They basically dropped him to 25% HP, and that's as much as you can do at a time.
Yeah. So Gyro has BKB now. This is
no answer for the Tide at the moment.
Pretty hard now.
Arrow coming in does connect on Hype, and this is not looking great as they're just going into tier 4s. No fear at all. Hype almost dropping beyond tier 4s.
For value clip, actually. The glyphing the tier 4s when people are diving them is a insane way to turn fights, actually.
I think that it does, you're right, it does force Nexty to back off there. Yeah. And they don't have creep waves right now, but you gotta be careful if you're double king leaving this far outside the base. Rice Boy looking for a duel potentially. Split. They're a bit split up. This is a really aggressive position from Pretenders. I thought you would just stay on the low ground. This is really far out. He doesn't have a heal quite yet, but there it is. Stun coming in from the cookie. They still have him slowed into the arrow. Connects on to Guam instead on the back. Running in is Ned with the ultimate, not connecting on anything, surprisingly. Except for Double King at the very end of it, but they're going to chase him afterwards. Halberd pop to keep him locked down. He does have an ultimate plus a BKB. If they want to try to turn this into something, he still can't buy that Agnums. Which is a very big pickup for them, but it's not looking great. Maybe he can get the stun. No, Noah May, he's just baiting out the duel right there. It was a very ballsy TP, but he knew he could get away with it. There's no other stuns from them unless Hype wanted a blink call. I'm not sure. I mean, maybe they might have thought there were people on top of them, and that's he just went for like the blind call right there, which I can respect that.
I guess. Someone just go to Shiva's?
They do have vision on Ned. Ned's a little far up, but he's got that Aegis, so nothing really to be afraid about. He can just be patient with his BKB. Might as well try and stay alive. Like, I don't think you want to give up too much HP here, especially with the stun afterwards, too. It's going to get the mech to stay alive. Yeah, Cookie as well. That HP boost. He's still at 300. He's able to lifesteal up because of the Vlad's over on Fatalness as well.
They have a great
arrow not connecting. Thought it might have been going for Guam. Stun is going to miss. He lays down the Macropyre to get rid of some creeps. Does get the stun onto Guam too after the rocket. I think this might just be the Aegis. No, the heal coming in from the cookie. He's somehow still alive. They can't get rid of this Aegis.
In the macro with Blade Mail on and killed Jakira there.
Yeah, because Guam was getting pretty low because of the rocket and everything else. Yeah. Didn't quite see it. Probably not too big of a deal. You just got to worry about that ice path now. Macropyre already down. Ned just popping the flat cannon, going into the barracks. How do they want to initiate this fight? There's a stun onto one. Guam connecting the Ravage onto two, and they might just lose Double King. There is a heal to keep him alive past the tier 4s. Egg so far deep. They're not going to kill this one, but it's not really going to benefit you. They lose Hype. Might lose Double King as well if they want to continue to dive Spirit forward. Yes, they get him. Arrow over on Rice Boy as well, right next to the fountain. Misses the chains, but Nexty kind of just dismantling Pretenders game 1 here. And I'm not sure they can make a comeback into this one. It's looking pretty difficult, especially without the spend. They do go for a duel onto Noah. Halberd is there, though. That's a lost one. And Rice Boy called CG.
You got a pipe, you got a mech, you got a Vlad's. I don't think people are dying in duel anymore.
Guam's gonna drop, but yeah. Unfortunately, Guam dies once more before the Ancient falls. Going for the record. Yeah, rough game for Hype on the off lane. I think it was just like great picks coming out.
Yep. The Tide last pick countering 3 melee cores was just kind of genius.
And like Gyro Snapfire is a really strong lane into a melee core that doesn't have any save from the support. Like Phoenix can't really do much. You don't have a stun readily available. I think a Nyx would have gone really well for them this game, actually. You needed something to like, obviously you can't kill the Tide, but if you can get rid of his mana really early on, you can just ignore him.
That is true.
It's because especially once Tide picks up the eggs, all he wants to do is just spam Anchor Smash Gush the entire fight.
Yep.
And you see how many times he's able to get that off. He goes 6-0-21. Fatalness having a damn near perfect game.
This guy's a boss.
Really, just Nexty playing really well, and they're supposed to be. I mean, they're lower on the board. Like I said, if they get a 2-0, they can move up to 3rd place.
Bad. I mean, I don't know. The game's a little hard, partially because your mid is a LC. This hero doesn't scale exactly like a traditional mid would.
Yeah.
So you're very momentum reliant. So while he did get 80 damage, and I was praising him for that in 19 minutes, and it was really good, and he had the blade mail and stuff, you know, it's hard to keep that up if, you know, the enemy team is just this insane 5-man ball.
Wait, what was Guam that much? Yeah, Pretenders are 0-3 on the week at the moment. Haven't won yet this week. It's the fatal effect.
They definitely showed signs of life this game, though. I think they had some cool plays and counter plays defending that tier 2 top.
They did, but it's like every single cool play they made, they still lost fights. Like
they did.
That was like the hardest thing to watch, where it's like, oh my god, they're gonna turn this, and then it just turns into, oh shit, well now everybody's dead because they just pop a mech. You know, they get cookie heals, like,
yep,
kill off the egg, and it's downhill from there.
Sure, the caster thing. Double King also got a decent bit of farm that game. It's obviously not what you're hoping for as Sven. You know, 10k at 20 minutes is pretty good. I've seen Sven's consistently get like 12k at 20 minutes though. So, I don't know. His map was a little bit closed off. You know, you have this like Tide Hunter just like walking around, and like, what do you do about that?
Yeah, they do go for second pick in game 2. And it looks like Nexty taking Dire.
Maybe we'll see if they can.
Really?
I wonder why, actually. I've heard people say Dire Jungle's better. I could be entirely wrong, though. Pulling up my heroes picture again.
This is like the one thing I wish they did in pro games. They don't show like who picked what after the coin toss. Like every single tournament I've watched, they never show that, and it's so frustrating. Because it's like that's a really big part of the meta as well. First pick, or I mean, first, second pick, like what's better, and Radiant Dire, what's better.
It wouldn't be too hard to implement that too, I think.
No.
Like even in client.
You just gotta show it. No, maybe in client. Oh, you got a good point there too. I mean, most tournaments have their own overlays anyway, so like it wouldn't matter.
That also wouldn't be too hard to do.
But it's just like the tournaments have to start doing it.
Yep. Batrider seems to be kind of a hot hero.
A little bit. I think we don't quite get the same bans. Pretender's going for the Doom ban early this time.
Yeah.
No Rubik ban either. Things that I noted from game 1.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. Radiant team's turn to pick.
Tiny.
Gotcha.
I've heard high MMR players complaining about this hero. Is he a menace?
Is he?
Dire team's
Dude, we're the same rank. Why are you asking me? High MMR players? These guys are the high MMR. I'm like the degenerates and way back down.
Marana and Phoenix. Another response. I mean, it was a pretty solid Marana performance last game. No reason to.
Legion Commander.
Yeah.
Right. I guess they think that LC can handle a tiny mid. Should it be a tiny mid? And Rice Boy seems mostly comfortable on the hero. I mean, he did miss the blade mail that one time, but like whatever.
Dire team's turn to ban. Radiant team ban.
Faceless Void ban. Good combo with the Phoenix. Does actually enable the egg to come off pretty easily there. See. Whatever happened to like Void Ags? Do people still do that?
Void Ags?
10 seconds remaining.
That
That's
was, like,
with the... I think you only get it if you get it from Roche, dude. I don't think you
Really?
buy it.
I think it's legit, actually. I think it's a good farming item, too. with the way they changed the talents too, and they increased like the AOE on the Ags, I think it has potential. I don't know.
I still think it's an item where it's not quite good enough. Where it's like Sven eggs, you're gonna buy it every single game. It's not in that tier of Egnums.
No, for sure. It is. It's. I like the item when, you know, when I'm playing Void and I want to be the hero kind of going in first. Like if my offlaner is not playing initiation, because I cannot initiate with Chrono to save my life, and most of the time you don't really want to be initiating with Chrono anyway, just because you want to be able to assess the fight before you use the ult.
10 seconds remaining.
So I don't know.
We do get like pretty.
5 seconds remaining.
So Legion Phoenix for sure. Again on Pretenders, they're picking this Legion early, partly because I think Legion is a block pick for AM. And again, they showed they can flex a Legion. Like Riceboy actually played pretty well mid there.
He did, yeah. He was very competitive with the Tide. We weren't really paying attention to mid because it's like.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a draw lane.
It
just
is
a stalemate. I think his biggest issue is he didn't get that blink a bit sooner. They really needed that, like... I don't know. There was a couple of movements they made without him having blink yet that I feel like if he would have just been farming, it would have turned out better.
Ogre is an interesting hero. It's more immediate burst damage for the duel with the Fire Blast, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is nice. That's something they were lacking. You mentioned Jakiro Macropyre as a slow damage over time.
Kind of immediate. Like, you're not always guaranteed this huge burst of damage, but...
It's not like a Skywrath or like a Lina combo with LC, right?
Yeah.
But, he's a tanky hero. They're kind of going for the same thing as last time with the Jakiro. It's, can kind of survive a lot of rough matchups. And the Bloodlust is not something a Legion's ever going to complain about getting. So, there's that. I also don't know if he dies to the Tiny combo. I mean, I'm sure he does if he's, like, behind, but... If you're doing decently well as the Ogre Magi, and there's a Tiny running at you, I think you can kind of survive sometimes.
Snapfire again.
Wow.
Why? So they first picked this Phoenix. Like, they're not banning Snapfire, which is like...
Yeah,
it just seems like the easy ban to make, honestly. Like...
Void Ags is big now. Free AoE bash. Alright, heck yeah, dude. I like the way.
Does that make it worth it, honestly?
5 seconds
really?
remaining.
Where Birdman Dodo is?
Birdman Dodo is always right.
Alright, let's see some variety. I better not see another Axe and Sven and Gyro picked again. Let's see some different heroes.
They pick Axe, and then what was the other one? What were we missing? Axe, what was their core? Axe, Sven. Yeah. The only hero they... Dude, the only thing that was wrong with their draft was the Ogre. They just needed it.
Yep. Quick redo.
Run it back.
Run it back. I want to see more ranged heroes this time.
Not that last game was definitely like outdraft plus Nexty just playing really well.
Yep.
Like as a team, they played incredibly well. The rotations were excellent.
So
I'm not a big fan of any mage into Mirana. Really? Especially, they should pick an Ember here right now, and they have guaranteed lockdown for an AM.
AM can Manta that off. I'd rather see a more reliable.
True.
10 seconds remaining.
They could pick the Axe.
They could also pick Tide again. Tide into AM isn't as great though.
Maybe.
Because if you can get rid of Tide's mana, you don't have to worry about him. It's kind of like a Bristleback in that aspect.
PL still in the game? I actually don't know how the PL AM matchup goes anymore.
Out of here. Stop posting. Okay. Who wants to be modded? Birdman, I'm modding you so you can get rid of people that post stupid
I'm
stuff
modded.
in
Hold
my
up,
chat.
I got this.
There you
How
go.
do I do this?
You can remove people's chats. There you go. Thank you.
Can I ban this guy?
Probably.
See ya, man.
Thank you. All right. Birdman's a mod now, too.
Nice. PA! Alright, great. I was thinking about AM counters that, I mean, PA is just a good AM counter. I think I was talking about this when AM got picked, and PA also got picked a couple days ago. That one match. You know, AM does not want to build like a third item MKB. It's not the most optimal item. You want to go like Abyssal or Scotty or something.
You want to go Mom first item before Boots.
Oh, God. If I see Mom AM again, I'm gonna lose my
dude,
marbles.
it's apparently we're really wrong when we say that it's bad. I think it's not terrible, but just why? Like there's so many better items. You might as well just buy a drums or something. Like
no,
I guess because Mom is only good because it splits into your Butterfly and your Satanic late in the game. But like just buy those items late in the game. Mom is only slowing down your Battle Fury. Like it's a detriment to your own health if you buy Mask of Madness.
I see some people on Dota Buff are building it on some of the guides, and this is like what 6,000 MMR.
Average 6.5, average 6.0. I don't know. Like there's some 7K players in this league.
Oh my god, dude! There's actually people buying Mom like regularly. All right, whatever. I'm an old man Dota player. The AM build has changed for the first time.
Ending
in, like,
the game
10
with
years.
Mom or what?
What?
Ending the game with Mom?
No, you buy it and you disassemble it. That's the whole idea.
No, but I'm saying, did you look at, because Dota Buff shows items as when you end the game
at, like,
with
builds as you buy them. So I'm seeing people build it like around 10 minutes usually. Or okay, so I see some people go for it before Battle Fury, some people go for it after Battle Fury. And I don't really understand, but like whatever. Some people are building it with treads too, and this guy got a 16-minute Battle Fury and a 10-minute Mom. Kind of insane.
Yeah.
But
if you can pull that off, sure.
Yeah. But like I don't know actually if you buy Mom this game, because as I said, you have to buy him. Wait. Hold up. How do you build MKB? I forgot.
How do you build MKB?
Hold on, I gotta see this.
It's also the staff plus.
Oh. Well, there you go. That Mom is value this game.
It is actually.
Wait, no, you don't.
Because you can just assemble it into MKB.
Nope, you can't. You actually can't. They changed the recipe. Remember?
Oh shit. Okay.
Yeah. It's not the. It takes the Blitz Knuckles and stuff.
Cool.
All right, never mind.
Game for pretenders.
Nature's Prophet. What the? All right, I usually think this hero gets owned by AM because he's mobile and
you kind of have to worry about the Legion too. Honestly, there's like two really mobile heroes that can get on top of you.
I don't really get the purpose of it. I think it's lane pressure for AM.
Yeah. I mean, AM's going to be doing the same thing, right? Like split pushing across the map. Before AM gets Abyssal, Nature's Prophet can just continually TP to the AM lane and push him back. Although you probably just aren't going to feed Treants that way. So I'm not really sure how that plays out. But
they actually, I think they give more gold now.
Yeah. Now that I think of it, that might not be the play.
I think this is a...
You probably just go to the lane a little bit after AM has been there, and like you're okay showing up to fights. I mean, I like heroes that you can show up to fights with 4 heroes, and then the last one can just be there, because it doesn't make your engagements as committed.
This is an off-lane LC now.
Yes.
Boy, Noah. Wait, who's their mid again?
I think it's fine. Hype struggled a bit on the Axe last game. You can play a little bit more aggressive with the Legion this game and have that heal on you. I don't think the Phoenix is going to go well for them. Like, you're throwing it into these same heroes, Snapfire, Mirana, and now you have an Nature's Prophet to deal with. Like, I don't think the Phoenix is going to be that great. Hype can kind of keep himself alive, but the Phoenix, I'm not really sure what it adds. They don't have like a big strength core to benefit with the laser as well, because Sven is really good with the Phoenix because you're going to heal a lot because it's percentage based healing, and when you get that bonus strength from Sven ult,
AM and
or does it not get bonus strength anymore?
Like
I don't
move around in fights too, so you're probably not going to be healing as much as you're going to be. I mean, you're probably just going to be sticking the laser on the duel. I think that's probably what happens here.
No, it does not give bonus strength anymore. That's right, they changed that. He still has high strength team though. He's a strength hero. Anyway, Nexty could take 3rd place in the division with a win here. Pretenders looking to make it a 1-1. And again, you know, 1-1 is something you'll take, I guess. It does not look great to have an 0-2 on your roster.
Nope.
Pretenders still haven't won this week yet. Kind of struggling, but we'll see if they can get through game 2, make it a 1-1, make it a tie, and at least get a win this week. Now, 2 0-2s in a row do not help your standings.
Nope.
Yeah,
I wonder how this Tiny is going to go this game.
I
don't know if you have...
I haven't seen mid Tiny in a while. Like, I'm honestly, I like Fatalness's play right now. Like, it's been fun to watch him play.
Yep.
I really only see Thompson playing Tiny mid in every single patch. Like, he's the only pro player I've seen that's like, no matter what patch we're in, he's still gonna take Tiny mid for OG.
I mean, it matches pretty well with how he wants to play the game. So, good.
And Fatalness is a pretty... Fatalness is basically Thompson. The only thing Fatalness difference between Fatalness and Thompson is that Thompson's won 2 TIs. That's the only difference.
Only difference.
And a couple of other tournaments too.
And a lot of them.
Wait, has Thompson won other tournaments? I don't think they won a major.
No, I don't.
I don't think OG has won like anything with that lineup other than TI.
Yeah.
Like, which is kind of insane. I know everybody says that's insane when you think about OG as a team, but that's still just insane when you think about it. They can only win TI. It's physically impossible for them to win anything else.
A tournament.
Yeah, like they're probably not angry about that.
So I've been thinking about this profit for a decent bit now, and I think it's actually kind of a cool pick. Partially because you can flex it mid. He did end up going like off lane here because you see it's a Void Spirit, and I guess he doesn't really want to play into that.
Oh, Guam, no! Guam! He's got to get out of the treants. They were blocking him in for so long. He does have a salve. I don't think he dies here. One more right click.
Calculated down
that
to the
was incredibly close. He cuts down the perfect tree. I didn't think he would get it. I would have panicked. Not quite the place you want to be with all the treants down here, but Noah does put him off to an okay start, but still, you're not doing a lot when it comes to contesting Double King at the moment, but they're going to get into that.
Yeah. He's doing his job. He's tanking the right click so AM does not get scared and start raging.
Goger's fine with this too. He's just going to regen this. Just pop a Tango. He's basically using a salve every time he uses a Tango. 13 HP regen.
Huge
14
regen.
now, actually.
Sits under tower a little bit.
Yeah. Even more. Baker going with the slow on KTA, who KTA does not have the dive yet, so the trading is really nice for Baker. He's already used those spirits. Cookie up as well. If they want to commit onto hype, they could actually just go for this. Cookie up on top of him. He doesn't have a heal to use either. Trying to use the Fairy Fire. Hype again could give away the first blood, but no. Not quite getting it away, and now KTA is the target. We do have a dive up on Ned, but with him being level 2, it's a bit easier. And not really a bunch of kill potential top anymore, I believe, as we have another salve being popped. We will look at mid here. They did get a decent amount of damage in Double King now, too. It looks like Arrow actually connecting on Guam, and now both these heroes are looking pretty unhealthy. Double King does not have a salve.
What you do now?
Oh, and he misses that range creep, too. Oh, no, and he misses that. Can he get this range creep? Oh no! Guam ruined it! And I think he might just die. Nope, he's actually fine. There's so many right clicks coming out. Double King's getting, yeah. Now the lane's starting to lean in favor of Noah, who can just TP back to base and, you know, get right back.
This is probably the stupidest part of Nature's Prophet, but like, whatever.
It's the most annoying. It's like the most annoying. We never see Tinker anymore, but that was definitely my most hated part about Tinker.
Actually, maybe this is his niche. He just plays these heroes that can go back to base. Because he played Ember last game,
he played Ember. We need to see him play Tinker.
Tinker
Kunkka.
offlane? Is this next level?
Kunkka offlane is actually a thing, but probably a thing. You don't see it a lot, but I could see it being a thing.
Link up for CS, nice. So
You definitely
I
need
was thinking, you can kind of arrow combo in this lane with Sprout. It's kind of trash, but because like there's a blink. But
Hype needs to be a little careful again too. I can't believe he doesn't have a level in the hero. They could just dagger him after the cookie here. Hype's getting really low. Ned maybe looking for a dagger. There is a lot of wand charges up. Baker just going for a bit of a trade. He just have the blink going in for it. First blood goes to Ned. Hype just a little bit too far forward. I'm really surprised he doesn't have a level and press the attack. He went for 2 levels in overwhelming odds there.
What the? KTA going for the courier fire spirit.
If it was a thing, I would respect it. I mean, I still do. He did hit it.
He did hit it. Give him credit.
Rotation mid from Tree Hard. I don't think he hit the arrow, though.
Nope.
Bottom lane, they actually just chased down Nova, not quite getting the kill. But again, he can just go back to base, dude. Like, you gotta love it. You gotta, by that I mean you gotta hate it.
Yep. Oh my god, he has the Morbid Mask.
On Prophet?
I am.
Oh no.
Doing it.
I don't see it yet. Oh yeah, I do. Rip.
Like,
dude.
it's cool. You get regen from it.
You do. I guess it's just because you can stay out. You don't really care about getting regen or HP regen anymore. Well, Ring of Regen did give that to you, but it is a bit easier. I'm missing kills. It would be a bit easier to build into Mask of Madness than buying a straight 800 gold item. KTA is going to lose his life after a dagger. Tried to go for the bounty rune. Not going to pick it up, though. Ned stealing it right after his dead body disappears.
Ooh, I have not even looked at last hits.
29 and 5 on the Void Spirit. I mean, this is kind of what you expect from Rice Boy, though. Fatalness a little bit behind right now, but it's only one wave. He can just go to a jungle camp and make some of that up. Probably similar. Top lane, they're going on to Hype. Again, does not have the heal. He's already used it. They have another slow coming from Baker, too. One more dagger should do it. Hype just needs to fog as much as he can. Nope. Level 3 dagger going to bring him down. Bottom lane, they might try and go on Double King, but he has the blink away. They actually lost Ogre bottom lane. And again, Pretenders, I'm just not sure what's going on with them. They looked like a really strong team at the beginning of the season, but this week has just been so rough.
They're actually keeping the cart alive on bot off lane here.
Yeah, they're going to take this tower. They got to be careful because it might just be in deny range. Same thing too. Rice Boy is going to back up. There's a bit of damage on the mid tier 1, but not too much. I don't think they deny this, but the fact that they almost lose it. We're 6 minutes into this game. It's a 1k gold lead, 4-1. Nexty, they're winning the lanes. Both of these games, I believe. Mid lane is still up in the air. I think it's pretty much even.
I don't know if there's outskill potential for either of these heroes here.
It doesn't look like there's kill potential yet. Obviously, Rice Boy could just get hit with a toss combo. But,
well, yeah, maybe. He can probably survive.
I feel like it's going to happen soon because Rice Boy is getting really low here. Does hit the stun, tries to go for the taunt. Not quite connecting. I mean, he's got 2 charges in the ult. It just doesn't feel like this is really possible. Regen rune as well on Rice Boy. Tree is going to miss. It does not cancel the regen rune. That would have been a disaster. And they do take that bottom tier 1 out. So the only upside of this is Double King. You know, you're farming in your jungle. You lose a lot of map control, though.
Yep. But he has the mom.
He's got the mom.
All right, let's see
I guess,
what battle
so I bet he decided, you know what, I'm struggling in lane quite a bit this game. I'm literally just going to go for this mom, and, you know, it's just going to take me. I'm going to ride it all the way into that mid game. There is a rotation top. KTA probably going to drop here. No dive, just tries to turn, go for a last hit or a 1 right click. And maybe they can find Ned as he's gone a little bit far underneath. Ult up. Rice Boy is going to miss a lot of his abilities there, but they still find the kill. Unfortunately, it's a shared bounty, so not a lot of gold going to Rice Boy. And that would have been a 4-0 kill. That's a kill streak gone too. And unfortunately, it's really big that Rice Boy doesn't get all the gold for that.
Kind of an awkward push going on here.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, and they rotated because they took bottom, and now it's like, oh, I don't know what to do anymore.
Well, it's actually not a bad move. If you get
I could just drop again. Does have a heal, but the cookie's gonna be there too, especially after the next slow from Baker. Scatterblast does connect. He is able to pop a wand, and I don't think this kill is going to happen, but it does bring him pretty low. Mid lane 2, they're actually diving for Fatalness. Maybe Pretenders can get a return here. They do. The mid laner dying. A big rotation from Pretenders to bring down the Tiny.
It's actually huge that they were able to delay this mid push because the tier 1 mid and tier 1 safe are kind of how you
you lose those two really early on. Like, a lot of your map is gone. And you have an AM too. You got to keep this map control up.
Exactly. AM's hogging 2 neutral items. If I was on his team, I'd be flaming him now.
Oof, dude.
Just give the shovel to somebody else.
Yeah, I think that's the but he found a bounty rune though.
I mean, I guess it's cool.
Does get away on Rice Boy, who almost died there. I'm not sure if that was... No, they get the vision! What a play! Tree Hard. The call from Noah to pop the ult. Tree Hard gets vision on Rice Boy so that the ult connects. Oh, my goodness. Like, I don't know if Tree Hard... I don't know if they communicated that or Tree Hard just really wanted it, but that is impressive. That is a canceled dive as well. KTA dropping afterward. Nexty is really good. Like, I don't know if they're this good or Pretenders is just not playing very well. But there is some sick plays coming out from Nexty. You get a lot of damage out into Rice Boy immediately at the start of this fight. Hype needs to try and look for a duel, but in comes the Snapfire ult. Noah a bit low. Arrow is going to miss. Rice Boy has another ult charge. I don't think any kills happening right now. But it will lead into a tier 1 top push. No, the dive 4 from KTA. They want to try and fight this. He could just pop an egg right now if they want to. He's on the high ground, so it'd be decent position. And they go for the duel. They get the win. And now Pretenders looking to take advantage of that, looking to just bounce back from this early game. Maybe they can find one more onto Tree Hard. Rice Boy maybe actually diving for this, gets the damage. Yep, right click coming out after the dissimilate.
ATVing as well.
That's actually bottom. I think they just wanted to keep Double King out.
This is probably the safest place for Ned right now. Wait, is this the mid 1 build? It's going Echo Saber on PA.
Echo Saber on PA?
Yeah.
Is that a mid 1 build? Is that like...
Yeah, mid 1 did this
popularized by mid 1? Fatalist looking for a stun top, but I don't think he's going to find it. They need to hit a cookie here. Does connect onto Guam. The stun afterwards. The toss not on the right target, though. They can just turn this onto Baker. They have the sentry there. Baker can't jump away. Looking for the duel. They do get it into the arrow. Nice play from Tree Hard to make a bit of space, but out comes the egg. Fatalness trying to hit it, but I don't think it's really going to happen. It's going to be close. No, they kill off the Mirana. One more. It does not happen. It is just a millisecond from coming off, and now Pretenders, they're not quite in the driver's seat yet, but that mid tier 1 gone. For them, you still got to worry about the map control.
Yeah, I mean, I would say it's kind of it's advantageous that they got the tiny kill and they just kind of won the fight. But I mean, I don't know. Your PA and your Prophet are performing really well.
Are those cracks in Dyer's top tower?
Still, it's a good bounce back for Pretenders because it was not looking great after that early game. Well, we're still in the early game, but it's like this early mid-game area we're in. We're past the laning stage. Some of these fights are starting to lean their way, and last game it felt like it was so close to just like tipping over into the Pretenders' court. But, you know, just a couple of little things go wrong for them, and they lose the fights. And, well, now they've won back-to-back fights here. Let's see if they can turn it into anything. They're still getting split pushed down by the Prophet, and that's really what you gotta worry about.
Not much good's happening to Radiant's
I think
bottom
Rice Boy is
tower.
also playing on a hero that he doesn't need like an item to activate, right? He has Astral Sep to start. playing around in fights by himself. I like this Orchid that he's going for. He can build it into Bloodthorn to kind of deal with PA later on. It's also just good to have a way to prevent Prophet from TPing out on you. So, all around, pretty solid item. It's also going to make it a little awkward for the supports. Both of these heroes have escapes, so silence is pretty good.
Oops.
So I think that the gimmick with AM Mask of Madness is that it enables you to take Ancients pretty well, and he's been sticking on Ancients for quite a while here. So maybe it's a thing. He did go for the Perseverance. I kind of wish he went for the Broadsword or the Claymore before finishing the Perseverance, just because the damage is going to help you more than the heal right now. But it's a minor farming thing. He's taking Ancients pretty quickly.
Yeah, I mean, that's the power of the mom, I guess. Like, if you hit camps that take you a little bit and the cooldown's going to be off by the time you kill the camp, like, yeah, it's legit.
Yeah, you're going to be waiting for Blink anyway.
Yeah, camps, and here's where he's not popping it because he doesn't have anything else to Blink too.
Yeah, exactly. But
he is probably could have gotten away with popping it there, but
okay,
they're big rotation smoke. They want to look for these duels. Is this time they don't have a blink yet? They're making the same move, and he's at this same gold amount too. But can they get the duel off? Yes, they do. Connecting with the taunt. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Hype. They get the early one this time.
Yeah.
I mean, last game I was onto the gyro, and he's just a little bit apparently tankier than a Nature's Prophet.
It's also sort of an easier lane for him. Gyro is just a pretty strong laner, I guess. Elsie is naturally kind of tanky, but she can man fight a PA better in lane, and you know who was. Blink Dagger. 15 minutes, not bad.
Silence about up on Rice Boy. Orchid coming out very soon once he gets about 400 more gold, 500 more gold.
Similarly on Noah, on the Prophet.
Yeah.
Which might be problematic for AM.
It's problematic for AM. Obviously, AM can dodge it. It's problematic for the Phoenix, too, because you're really squishy right now. Ogre probably doesn't care as much, because you got a lot of armor.
He goes for the Ancients.
Hell yeah. Pops the mom, doesn't have to go back to base. Look at this regen right now.
Yeah, good. So you gonna stack it? Nice.
Alright, dude, I'm sold.
Oh,
you missed it. You gotta walk down here, my dude.
He does, but he's just gonna TP bot after this. There's a decent amount of farm here. 2 waves.
Might be looking for another smoke, too, as they do now have the blink. Smoke off of KTA. Rice Boy running in. They want to look for Fatalness. The path they're taking is a little strange, but they probably don't want to... No. Now they're going to go up high ground. I thought they wouldn't do it because this high ground's a little scary to take. But they will just make a beeline towards Fatalness. Actually, 2 in the area. Fatalness running into them if they can get vision right now. Oh. Yes, they drop right on top of him. Misses the stun. Do they have the damage, though? Yes, they do. Rice Boy gets on top.
Hype actually blinking out of the avalanche range. I don't know if that was intentional, but it was.
He might have just been using it because, you know, it's muscle memory as soon as you see your hero to just blink on top of them. Like,
yeah, you don't want to risk being just barely out of range. And if you have the blink dagger, you might as well use it. You're not going to need it during the duel.
Yeah. Nice play there, though. That's 2 pickoffs going the way of Pretenders. Still, the gold not looking great for them, and I think a lot of that has to do with Noah. Again, I forgot to swap over to net worth, but it's not too late this time. Rice Boy actually jumping in. They get the silence on top of him, but no follow-up. Treehard looking for the arrow. It does connect onto Guam. Not the target you really want to look for, but damage into Rice Boy as well.
They should be able to get out of here.
They do bring down the support. Guam dead. Do get taunted up to the high ground on Fatalness. They're going to keep chasing with the invis. They're sitting on a sentry. Blink forward from Fatalness. You could pop the egg right now on KTA. Get a decent positioning, but they will just back off. Knowing there is a lot of heroes over here, you also got to worry about that Snapfire, and you're down 1-2. AM does not want to come to this fight.
AM has Battle Fury, 17 minutes. Not so bad. Hopefully he can get the Manta soon enough, or else this Prophet.
He did it again. Oh, now he did it. Okay, okay. I was so worried. I was like, dude, you're walking into the other camp. Just go down. There's got to be a reason he doesn't just walk down the stairs. Because Double King is a way better player than I am, and I usually just walk down the stairs stacking that.
I mean, he had,
I don't know if it's a vision thing or what.
He had fewer creeps than 3, so maybe you don't really have the same.
It's a bit quicker. I don't know.
Going on.
Ned, is barely surviving top. I think they're gonna lose Rice Boy. Yeah, Silence actually popping him, and now KTA dead for sure. Unfortunate there for Rice Boy, just barely not bringing down Ned. And I think they're going to lose one more. Double King's really far out right now. Baker could maybe find the cookie if they want to continue to chase. Gets the slow. Can they get the cookie blink in 2 seconds? Not going to happen with the cookie, though. He does get the blink away. Noah actually rotating over with the silence. But, yeah, they miss him just by the tip of their fingers.
I need some Benny Hill music here.
That was a pretty close one. If you lose Double King there, it's a very big turn. 10-10, but the 1K gold lead just barely for Nexty. Still, this looks like a better performance from Pretenders, though, especially after the last game. There's a big rotation bottom through their own jungle, and Double King actually sees that, TPs to the top lane.
So, PA is going to do some huge damage now. We have Echo Saber and Desolator, and you know, I don't know what Ags does actually on this hero, but I'm sure it's good. This is Blur to have instant cast time and applies a Dispel. Mid lane, duel on Tiny.
There's a duel. Oh yeah, the immediate win. I didn't catch the beginning of the duel, but we still get the kill. The egg actually being hit here. I don't think they have enough damage for it. One more, they do get it with the Mirana as well as the Prophet who TP'd on top of it. They lose 3 for 2 heroes of their own. And I think they might just lose Guam here too, yeah, especially with the arrow follow-up. 4 gone. What goes wrong there? They get the duel win. Is it just, you know, they don't have a way to stop Baker from ulting? You know, they don't get rid of Ned.
There. This Deso and Echo Saber just does a lot of damage right now, and you know, the Prophet TP's gonna kind of tanks a lot of damage, so the PA kind of has a free time in the fight.
Yeah, I mean, Prophet just TP's like, I'm probably gonna die, but we're gonna get rid of this egg so that Ned can have a free game or a free fight. Like,
pretty good.
TP in KTA, he's not gonna give away this one for free. They do get another arrow. They gotta know this one's going on. I think they at least know this one's going on. They can get vision on the inside. You get the spirit in, it connects. Actually, Hype, a very aggressive blink. That is unfortunate for Hype because the Roche is just gone afterwards. Rice Boy is gonna miss the snatch, gets daggered afterward. Arrow is gonna miss, luckily for Rice Boy at the very least, but in comes the silence as well. They can get Rice Boy locked down. The heal coming through from KTA isn't going to be enough. There's a silence back on the Ned. They could just lose the Aegis right now, and I think they do. Guam going to drop right on top of Ned's dead body, though. Rice Boy trying to still run away. Ned's actually respawn, going way towards the lane as KTA. He doesn't have a TP for another 26 seconds, but, you know. Wait, what?
Tower.
I completely just missed that. Dies to the tier 2 tower? Is that what that was?
Yeah, Mirana's a squishy hero, and Treehard has decided to go first item MKB this game for some reason, instead of like a mech or something. But hey, you do you. I don't actually know.
You sound very cynical. You sound very tired, honestly.
I don't know. I think that Mirana 4 building MKB is
we might just lose the Snapfire here. Blink and duel onto a different target, though. I think he just duels the Snapfire there. He gets the win. And now he might just lose his life.
Ned is a monster right now.
Yeah, just look at his farm. He's not on top of the net worth. It's actually Double King, but you kind of just expect that. Ned's still doing a lot more with his items at the moment. Doesn't even need the BKB. He's going eggs. There is a Sprout over onto KTA who is able to get out of it, but they're just diving tier 3s for Guam. I think Baker might just die to the tower, though. No, he lives just barely 75 HP. One more hit would have done it. I don't know if Double King is going to spot this because they don't have a ward over here. Because he might just be able to get a free kill on Snapfire, but no, he's just going to back away. Actually, make a really aggressive move. He could kill a courier right now.
Dyer's courier got killed.
80 gold each. She'll take it.
Aren't cheap, you know.
And now he's got to do another big move to run out of here, though. Actually, bottom again. They're trying to bring down Mirana. Does Rice Boy have enough? Not quite. He actually just jukes him out, leaping to the low ground, making a little bit of space. They got to be careful how much they commit for this, because Treeheart's still alive. The rest of the team not going to come in. Fatalness still sitting mid. I thought we might see a TP in from Noah, and they try and turn that.
Once
Similar
again,
to what happened top lane.
MKB, LUL.
Somebody needs an FKB on this team.
No, Mirana buying MKB.
Oh.
I mean,
What?
it's not like having an item there will save you because you're just very far in. But like, still.
Get a Yules, dude.
I really just don't understand what this MKB does for him this game. You're not playing a right-click core. They have enough damage already.
They do. If it somehow made it so the rest of your team could have True Strike, that would be legit. But yeah, I don't know either. This seems very strange. I guess for the Phoenix egg or something, like the attack speed comes in handy.
Actually,
but what is giving you mischance? Like, this is just a nice thing to build with the Blitz Knuckles, but still quite a ways away. They are not going to get a smoke kill this time, and I think they might have seen this as well. Rotation back mid from Ned. They know that a PA is over here as well as a Tiny, but both of them are going to run back to their own jungle. Safety is found, and with the bounties up, they might just double back and pick those.
Time you get a hero kill, your abilities are refreshed. I think that's probably why he picked it up this game.
The eggs on PA.
He is probably going to be the hero that gets most of the kills.
Blur instant cast time anytime you get a hero kill. Yeah, that is this early in the game too. Like, that's pretty legit, especially with the Silver Edge. If that refreshes the Silver Edge, that would be insane, but I don't think it does. I think it's just abilities.
All right. I don't understand this.
Any mage Echo Saber? Yeah, I don't know either. But we do get a kill on Fatalness. That is a dual win mid lane. And again, Fatalness is the one being caught out. It's either Fatalness or Ned, usually. I think no, it's been Fatalness every single time this game, now that I think about it. Ned actually just going for the TP out, making the smart play. I don't know, Echo Saber, AM...
So about a buckler. What is the plan here, actually? I guess he's going AC. AC's cool. I like it. But...
I don't know. I legit don't know. I thought maybe MKB would be the thing that Double King goes for.
I think so too.
But maybe, I mean, okay, let's look at the stats here. He gets 12 strength, which is nice for AM here. That really doesn't get a lot of strength. The mana regen is cool.
Yeah.
I mean, the stats are cool. It's just, what else are you going to buy to fill that?
So, the biggest problem with Echo Saber is this is sort of an early game item that you get to transition into something bigger. So like PA gets a first item, so she can kind of
Rice Boy might just be dead right now. They're gonna run directly into them. Out comes the silence. Can he survive long enough? I don't think so. Especially, no, he's able to perch it off. Hype saves his life. Got in the AoE. The arrow not gonna happen because the sprout isn't connecting either. And there'll be a last ditch Snapfire ult, but nothing connecting there. And that is a big win for Pretenders, avoiding that there. It does give them a mid tier 2 on Nexty, but I mean, it's just space for Double King. He feels safe farming over here now. Got the Manta picked up.
He's a fan of spider legs. I like it.
Yeah, he disassembles the mom into Manta. This is why we're wrong. Wait, no, that doesn't even take... What did he disassemble the mom for? Oh, the Echo Saber, okay.
Yeah.
That's what
Which I don't really get. Because you can't disassemble the Oblivion stuff.
Maybe he doesn't think he needs Satanic this game?
I mean, I don't really know what the priority is.
Not Satanic, the Butterfly maybe? There is an egg mid, it's going to drop immediately. Not really surviving on that one. Stun coming out, Hype dropping really low. Can't get the duel off because he's just so low. A lot of Starstorm damage coming, and now Double King late to the party. killing off Fatalness at the very least, but it's a 2-for-1. Honestly, I'm surprised. Yeah, the gold's it's still positive for Pretenders, but they do lose 2. Again, just the egg, not the greatest positioning there. It's so hard to pick a great position, though.
So if you had the AC that fight...
Oh, jumping in Rice Boy, not quite getting silenced because Nature's Prophet isn't over here, but we might just see a TPN. He's out of charges into the taunt. Does he have a save? Hype isn't back up. Does get the jump forward onto Guam, and that's the sacrifice. You hate to see it if you're a support, but, you know, your cores are always happy. Dagger back. Okay.
Gets the mana burn. Cool.
And we might see them go back into Roche in 5 seconds. Double King still using a lot of the space, though. You look at the net worth starting to go his way, but I just don't know if it's going to be enough. We've seen AMs come back from this Ziffer.
We definitely have.
And he is now dead? No, he's able to Manta off the silence. He's got a TP up as well, but where is he actually going to go for it?
He took the strength talent. He has a AC, and I guess the Echo Saber.
Dude, he went blink cast range too, and the cooldown.
I think you do go blink cast range mostly now. I think people value the distance.
Just the yeah. Oh, they just checked it a bit too early because it's up in 7 seconds, but there's still a big rotation. Fatalness running up high ground is going to spot Guam. There's a blink forward. They kill off Guam immediately. Hype popping the Blade Mill. They get the silence on top of him. The Sprout perfectly placed as well. Locked in is Hype. Rice Boy's able to get away. But still, Hype dying. It's been a rough series for him so far.
Looking like a free Roche here.
Yeah, I don't know if there's much they can do to prevent this. Unless, again, KTA can go for the dive steal, but yeah, I don't think it's worth it in this instance. Like, it feels like the game's a lot closer. You don't have to make these plays that are really risky. He's level 15 as well.
He gets PA's courier. That's a Basher recipe. That is not nothing.
Double King gets both. He's just diving tier 4s for this.
He's making some moves, and he is pulling.
They're not even TPing back yet.
I mean, how do you catch him? There's no point in trying.
The arrow almost connects there.
One.
Treehard does get the leap away, but Double King still making so much space. There is a rotation over Fatalness is right here. You have to be careful. A little bit too close to the tiny. Rotation up from Noah.
Right.
Can they get this one off? Double King stops the farm, the creep wave. He can just Manta off the silence. Can they hit an arrow though? Sprout misses. Double King's a madman. He just pulled all 5 of them into the top lane. Obviously they want to push this anyway, but he's cutting the waves.
Laughing his ass off. It's great.
He just cut the wave, and now they're going to lose their catapult immediately. It does give them the backdoor, though. Oh, no, they can actually just live. They can just tank the damage.
Silver Edge. That's why you built Echo Saber. All right. So,
are we just really dumb? Yeah, we're just really dumb.
It's 40 damage, 45 attacks.
Dude, I forgot that was the recipe now. Like, legit.
Yeah, I did too.
Onto the tier 3s they go, though. They still have this catapult. Because, again, I was wrong.
Fight this. Oh, LC no TP.
But, yeah, they cannot keep the tower alive. They do get a taunt back in. This time they won't take the Aegis. Guam tanks an arrow. Immediately at the start of this, he needs to get a stun off on Ned, probably, but they don't quite have the vision on top of him. Jumping in as Rice Boy, they get a lot of damage out onto the support as well as Ned, but he just gets exploded. The double hit, all the abilities were fresh. They get the duel onto Ned, but that's just an Aegis. They can bring him down once, but I don't think they get him twice. Down goes Hype. They've gotten 2, technically. Aegis used Double King on the backside, and now it's officially a 2 for 2. Double King going back in for the ballsy play, looking for the ultimate, can't quite get it off. I don't know if he's going to survive the burst. No, he can't. What a Sprout from Noah, keeping himself alive. What a Sprout from Noah, because I think if he gets that kill on Double King, he survives. Now KTA going to drop inside the base. Ned refreshing the abilities yet again. A double kill for him. You have a buyback on KTA, but nothing for Double King. I think that might just be it. And it's not really that big of a lead at the end of the game either, but still Pretenders just outperforming, or not Pretenders, Nexty outperforming in fights.
middle barracks?
In that last fight, they win because they have Aegis too. Like,
Yep.
you kill off the PA once. Oh, Hype trying to go for the duel, cannot find it, gets silenced up, is not going to survive either. Rice Boy jumping in afterwards. They don't have Double King here, so a lot of their damage is gone. Noah just popping a BKB. Ned blinking back in on top of USS Guam. Guam going back for the stun.
Tier 4 hits.
Gotta be a little bit careful of that. We do go back to the tier 3s in the bot lane. Maybe Rice Boy could do something. He's not really too much they could do. There's no BKB on Ned, so they can't stun him up. But out comes the silence from Noah, blinking forward. There's a save. Guam keeping himself alive. The Shiva's through. That is Mega's. And, well, you have an AM with a Battle Fury. That is your Mega's defense.
And they have something.
I think Pretenders are okay with keeping this going. I'm not sure it's going to go well for them because there is a buyback on Ned, and as long as he keeps that, this game is pretty hard to take.
I think they could potentially hold this for a decent bit. There's no Aegis for a little while, and AM, if he gets buyback, should be in a pretty okay position. Have a BKB now on Rice Boy so he can survive more in fights.
Can't go too far right here though.
Hype should have
Double King. Are you just blinking into these heroes? There's an Abyssal up as well. Double King.
Nicely done.
that.
He goes for a DD rune in the river. The entire team of Nexty is just waiting right there, other than little boy Noah, and they just called GG. They know with Double King down, it's just over.
Well,
Pretenders, I'm not sure what's up with them, but like they're just not looking as good as they usually do this series. Nexty looking extraordinary.
I think this sort of this AM pick was a little bit abused because Nexty was able to just barrel down lanes and not really care about him. PA is just a carry that, you know, I mean, you need like some sort of item to deal with her as AM that's outside of your normal build, which just kind of made it hard for Pretenders to ever really take fights. Like, really, the only like 5-man fight they ever really took was the high ground defense. So, a little tough when one team's running around as 5 and you can't ever really take a 5 fight.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, so I just think the draft's really won by Nexty. I'm not really sure what the Phoenix pick does for them. The first pick both games. For Pretenders.
Yeah, it's rough when you pick a Phoenix like this and you're just like, oh, I'm so confident, but you saw both games, right?
It just doesn't do anything. Like both games, it just didn't feel like it contributed much, and any other support really would have.
Like, imagine a
Jakiro even in this game would have been legit. An Elder Titan or something. A Clockwork would have been nice to get on top of the natures. Like, Clockwork wouldn't have been great this game because there's a lot of heroes that can get outside of cogs. But anyway, that's the last game of the night, I believe. Or at least super late games right now. 11 o'clock for me. I think it's midnight for Ziffer and pretty much everybody else on the East Coast. 2-0 for Nexty, looking really strong. They're actually moving up to 3rd place, I believe, in the standings of Group A.
Really good.
Props to them. I don't know. I think they're done for this week, potentially. I'd have to look at the standings. But anyway, more games tomorrow. I think I'm casting games tomorrow, and then Saturday as well. I think there's a Saturday match at like 3 p.m. or something.
Early game.
And then Sunday. So next few days should be getting some good casting. There's a lot of other games going on too. Just go check out scheduled series. People will be posting in the Discord over the next few days. So thanks for joining me, Ziffer. It's been awesome. Any last words? You sound you sound really tired.
I mean, I'm trying not to be super loud because there's people in my house sleeping. That's kind of what it is. But yeah, I don't know. Really good coordination from Nexty. I think that's just the biggest thing I got out of both games. They took initiative so much. They played around like the strengths of how everyone was doing. Like Fatalness this game, did not have the greatest start, but Noah kind of took over the 2 role in sort of way. Supports built mostly correct items, MKB. So yeah, cool
That's
stuff.
a little strange, but yeah, GG's.